So in this program, I'm going to show you how you can use an if statement to make it so that you have a shooting star that is repeatedly going across the screen. All I have here is just a simple ellipse that has one variable, star x, which controls the x position. For this demonstration, I'm going to need to make sure that I include a variable for the y as well, because I'm going to make it so that it appears at a different location along the right-hand side. So star y. So you're making sure that you're creating the variable, and then in that ellipse, you find the y value, which is the second one, the second parameter, and I just do my star y. That's it. I can see it goes up and down. Now, if you're going to use an if statement, you have to have a draw loop. Otherwise, the if statement is only going to check once, and once only, whether that condition is true. Whereas we want to be constantly checking. So we need to have a loop. So I'm going to go draw equals. Notice how I'm including that indentation. I've moved my brace bracket so they're straight down. That way I don't accidentally delete any. And I've included the tab or 4 spaces. So I've indented that code. So within that, I'm just going to take my star drawing. I'm going to move that inside there. And of course I know that if I'm going to move it, I'm going to get that smearing effect. So I'm going to need to make sure that I include a background. Make it black because it's in space. Now I have a program that is drawing an ellipse in a draw loop, so it's constantly redrawing it. So I'm going to make it move. I'm going to have my star move to the left. So I need to take my star's x position, which is currently set, say, to 319. I'm going to say it's set to whatever it's currently set, to -1. What that does is that each time you go through the loop, it gets the current value and it takes away by 1. So I've now done a simple ellipse. Now I could sit here and constantly hit that restart button, but to be honest, I really don't want to. I want to come back on its own. So the simplest way to do that is, of course, an if statement. Now I know that when x is at 0, that's right here, that's when it goes off the screen. And when x is at 400, it goes off the screen there. So I'm going to check if my star x is less than 0. In other words, if it's gone off the screen, I'm going to make sure I include my brace brackets. Notice how I've kept them just like that, so I can go straight down. So of course I'm going to indent again. So if the star x is less than 0, all I need to do is give the value, to reset that value to something on the right. So I'm going to set the 450 so it's slightly off the screen. So you'll see it comes from off the screen, and as soon as that value gets less than 0, it disappears. So it's a bit jumpy. So you can play with this value, and we can go into the negative. So I can say, well, I want to have a bit of a delay, so maybe I'm going to do -100, so somewhere about right here. So that way we have to wait a little while for it to appear. Now obviously we can make it go faster, like a proper shooting star, by just changing the value there. So obviously the bigger we take away each time, the faster it's going to go. This right here, that's increasing the value of x, so it moves. And then that if statement, that's actually making it repeat. So the next video I'm going to show you how to make it a bit more interesting by having it appear in a random location.